Hello, everyone, Angel Arts viewers, and everyone else who happens to come across this video. This is the second vlog for Dragon Age Ascension, specifically for Session 2. And let's do stuff.
Hooray!
What do you guys want to talk about, chat about, think about?
I love Pyrus.
Yeah, yes, I guess we'll get the fan now.
Everyone to be only Pyrus the best. Yeah, Pyrus is unfortunately the best.
Oh, by
Too
the way,
good.
Park, please give us the full name, right? It's somewhere in the description of the character. Give us the full name.
Yeah,
I want to know.
I honestly pulled his name out of my butt in the moment, so I have to re-listen to what I said to be perfect and like write it down. So as soon as I go back and like that was on the spot.
Yes.
Completely on the spot.
10 out of 10.
It was so absurd, it was perfect.
Yeah.
I already knew that his name was Pyrus, but then at the moment I was like, I kind of want to do like a P, like initials P, Y, and then something else, and just say Russ.
In the chat, I joked in the chat where I was like, Pyrus, see. Just because he just sounds like a pirate. Also, I have to say, the intelligence.
So I can't take full credit. Sorry, my baby's trying to get into my files.
No worries.
I can't take. It's like that's my driver's license. I can't take full credit for Pyrus because he was actually inspired by a mock audition that Astra made. I don't remember which campaign. I want to say it might.
One because
It was the Harry Potter one. Yes, he Astra. If you're watching, he auditioned as a book, as a talking book, and so I thought that would be an amazing PC. But if not, he'd be an amazing NPC. And so as soon as Sam wrote in his backstory that he had this book that he inherited from his parents, I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, what if this book of blood magic was a talking book of blood magic? I was like, this has to be a thing.
And a comedian also.
I really hope that somehow I know like an urban legend from ancient to winter about this book.
Probably. Yeah, my inspiration was a very vengeful Cogsworth from Beauty and the Beast. That was sort of what I was channeling, was Cogsworth if he had this whatever vendetta against this random telepathic bunny. So that's where Pirates came from for me.
At this point, the lie's grown too big. You just can't stop it.
We did joke with Leon, we did joke with Leon about like the whole idea of just having him like imagine that he's talking with the bunny.
Yes.
Sounds like,
just randomly someone's like, yeah, Leon, Mr. Bun.
Yeah.
that brings an interesting storyline at least, because it makes him like, oh shit, I experienced a traumatic event. The only person to calm me down is Mr. Bun.
Yes.
Or the book will be like, so what does Mr. Bun think? And then everyone's like, Bun?
What?
Mr. Bun?
Why Mr. Bun?
That's assuming we all don't go, oh my god, that book spoke, set it on fire quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to Pyrus interacting with some of the other party members.
Oh, no.
Pasha would just be like, torch on, burn.
That like a little nod to Toy Story and Daretham section when it was like, and you're Mrs. Nesbit.
Yes.
Okay, because I put in my notes, somehow saw Toy Story.
Yes. I've used Mrs. Nesbit in other campaigns as well.
Okay.
So it seems like every time we have a tea party, I have to name somebody Mrs. Nesbit. So isn't that right, baby? Yes, it is.
I love the scene with Balin asking, what was my mummy like? And Rousseau's just like, oh, she was great. She was amazing.
I feel like that's a better answer than what's the truth, especially at that age.
Well, if you noticed, both Balin and Rousseau lied to each other.
Yeah.
But Balin was the one who fessed up and told him the truth.
Yep.
And Rousseau continued lying to him, which I thought was really interesting.
Just like a lawyer.
Sounds like a lawyer to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We told you 8 things. There were 12 lies.
Balin will remember this.
Oh god, Telltale.
Final session. Rousseau's holding his arms out to Balin, and Balin just looks at him and says, "I know you lied to me," and just walks away.
And campaign ends.
Liars don't get hugs.
Yeah, save that for the epilogue.
Oh,
Oh god, I hope the truth comes out before then.
Oh man.
Also, I didn't expect Antiva to be where we met up.
yeah.
Kind of excited.
I wish you. Cheers. So did I just go from Antiva just went to Antiva City? Like they just went back there to set up the tents to the next thing?
No, so it's been a while from your previous scene to Antivas, but the present time is 9:49. We have finally reached the time of the actual campaign itself.
Man, we need like a wiki with like a actual timeline of events.
The hard verse timeline.
I have a timeline like that. I have a timeline for each. I have a timeline for each campaign, and I also have it lined up with the timeline of the other parallel universes. 'Cause they all are moving at the same time. So I have everything lined up in that sense.
All right.
So
Uh-huh.
your time is taking place a year after the events of Harry Potter for the Harry Potter universe.
Oh,
Yes.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Nice. Interesting. This is here.
Master of time over there.
Oh, I might have asked this last time, but for the guys who are in the Dragon Age one shots that are all on guests, are they going to show up here too at some point?
You're talking about the previous campaign,
Yeah, like if you look in the NPCs, you have the guest characters who I believe are all the people who were in the one shot. Are they like individually or as a group going to eventually show up in our game at some point?
I think it's very likely that you'll start seeing some of the previous characters from the previous seasons. Here, let me grab my baby.
No worries.
I think it's probably a good that yes, I am inviting all of the previous players from the previous seasons, so if they're available, then you'll probably see them as guests eventually. Yes.
Cool.
I have a small curious question, particularly about what we've come up to right now. Where did you get the idea for the circus? Like to just have us all join up with the circus? Was it just like a unique idea? Was it like from some inspiration you got?
I mean, Critical Role did it, but
yeah, I know that, but okay.
I haven't seen, honestly, I have not seen Critical Role yet. I've heard good things. But a circus is something I've been wanting to do in my campaign for a while. And so I was already thinking about doing a circus when Jojo actually auditioned as his character, and there was his circus. And I was trying to think what would be a fun way to kick off the campaign, and I thought having you guys in the middle of a fair / a circus might be a great way. Might be more fun than just you guys meeting up in a bar, or a tavern,
or just randomly get teleported in some random location.
Right? Just randomly teleport.
I mean, I felt like we might have had that happen because it's a Dragon Age tradition. You always get randomly teleported into some location.
Yeah.
But no, you all ended up in the same place at the same time.
True.
Our own free will.
Free will, and apparently with some odd shocks also somehow.
Yeah, some odd things going on. I wonder if there's a significance to that.
No, couldn't be. The DM said it. There's no significance to it. I mean,
so far Tyrion hasn't had a thing because I've been noting this down. Dertham felt a stabbing in his arm, like an injection. Ash felt the static shock on her back. Leon felt the stab in his neck. Rousseau had the itch on his arm. Is it the same arm as Dertham's, or is it different? The other arm, I wonder.
Ooh.
Are we all getting different parts of the body?
Possibly. It seems like that's the case, yes.
What's mine? Because I have not heard anything about mine. Actually, might have missed it, but
Maybe you are the reason this is happening, too.
Dun, dun, dun. The strings of fate.
the fate plucks at very odd turns. I mean, I am with the circle. Technically, I'm just like a guy who's helping out.
Mhm.
Thanks for
For
noting
now.
that down, Callista, because I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, you kind of have to take notes.
Yo,
I have.
these are my notes. I'm pretty sure I have Leon's book.
Hey, there you go.
But
It's
yeah,
a good print
I know.
on that book.
I have too much of a big Google Doc filled with shit of the information.
All of that. All of these pages.
Oh no.
Like
10 out of
writer,
10.
fast writer,
Good
yeah,
notes.
fast writer. I've also got mine on Google Docs, so if you guys want to share some stuff, it's not all, unfortunately, not all the characters. I still have made mine in there because it's, well, kind of forgot.
Yeah, that was a really fun session.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. Do you expect it to be like quite lengthy in terms of like how much we go to the origins, Park?
I was trying to get through the origins a lot faster. It's hard because my intention was for us to get a little bit into the circus, and have you guys starting to actually interact with each other more at the end. But I think that I just felt that with each scene, I wasn't going to be able to help do you guys justice and really let you guys establish, your situations and who your relationship, what sort of relationship you have with each of the NPC characters, unless I provided more time. So, because I needed to establish what was the relationship like between Nazim and Leon, and I needed to establish a little bit of what was happening between Balin and his dad and stuff like that. So that really was the main reason why things went a little bit longer. But I thought it was important.
No, overall it's fine, man. Like you really put a lot of work into for us into character developing. So
Yeah.
this is a lot of work.
I try really hard to avoid doing the whole jump from one PC to another. Normally I try to have you guys together by session 2, because I know it can be hard to wait, but hopefully you guys are still like entertained by each other's stories, and I'm hoping that it is a good investment and it will all pay off in the end, because I feel that it just helps you guys not only establish your backgrounds, but also just helps you get into character.
And the audience understand how we are, so.
And the audience understands how we are, because I could have just not done Leon's scene, for example, or I could have just not done, Leon's scene with him having his parents killed, or I could have not done the scene with Dartham being in the midst of the ritual. But I just felt like it would be a huge disservice, because you need a reference point. Like, it would be hard for Sam to really figure out how his character feels if we don't know what it was like when that life-changing moment happened, and same thing with Dartham and same thing with Tyrion. So
I loved the scene where Leon was in the closet and he was acting.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Highlight of the session, hands down. That's
Oh man. Yeah, I think you did a great job on the origins, especially with just building up off of a baseline. Got to go from somewhere, and it makes sense if we just if you really lay down that foundation, and it gets more sympathy out of people. We're like, oh, I know where you're from.
I apologize if today seemed a bit more Leon heavy in many ways, and part of it was because I specifically told Sam that there's stuff that I am trying to help him improve on and help him work on, and that's the emotional aspects of his character. So I was trying to put him in these situations just to help Sam out, and I thought he did a great job, handling those deep scenes.
And hands down, the highest session work from him. I mean,
Sam, I'll say this much, Sam, you're getting the most XP.
Yeah. It's outside of the closet scene and with the talk with Pyrus, it's been a blast there.
Yeah. Like this session in particular, every time Leon came up, I was just like, I want to watch.
Well, it's the what is it? The turning point of the character at this point.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's very, very rich.
The inciting incident of your emotional arc.
Oh, whoa!
Tommy, how did you feel about your client?
Well, I do have an ace in the sleeve where if the case isn't going my way, I can be like, but they really killed him, and have him like unpossess the body and just fall in the court. No, I thought it was really interesting. Was he partially like Cole inspired from Inquisition?
Kind of. So, I don't know if any of you guys have read the recent Dragon Age book, the Tevinter Nights.
I said that in the comments. I'm sorry, I'm probably I'll shut up.
Have you read it?
I have.
Okay. So did you recognize Audric's name?
I didn't recognize the name, but I recognized the scenario.
The situation.
I was like,
yeah.
Oh,
you like, oh, I know where this is going.
Was that actually in the book where you went to a lawyer and everything?
So no, so I don't want to spoil too much. But yes, his character is in that book, and his situation is similar in that book. So it more so his actual character in that book than it was Cole.
Okay.
Good question though. I'm drawing a lot of source material actually from the recent book in this campaign because there's a lot of juicy bits.
Interesting.
And I think you'll probably find a few more when you see the reunion session released next week.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's happening on Thursday, right?
Yes, as of this recording, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody go see the reunion session. Wait, you've probably already seen it. Never mind.
If you haven't, catch up, please.
Please watch it. Might be good. It probably is good.
Yeah.
It's 10 out of 10. Haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Has
That whole. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Does your client still have a hole or a wound, or is everything healed up?
I was actually hoping to get another scene with that so I could inspect him. And just in the moment there,
How
I
dead
wanted
does
to
he
try.
look? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I did the part where I felt his pulse and felt nothing.
Right.
It just, I valued it more important from like the logistics standpoint to try to get other witnesses and other facts down, because I feel like most people will be like, okay, this guy's telling me he's dead. He is dead, and he's saying he's possessing himself. I need like more concrete stuff to work with if I'm going to realistically do it.
I think you will have that chance later.
Okay.
I purposely kept it very vague when his court date was for a reason. That will probably be every character is going to have their own like character-centric session. So one day it's going to be the Tyrion show, the next day it's going to be the Daretham show. So you probably can anticipate that a good chunk of the Rousseau show will be this particular court case.
Ooh, that's so interesting.
I figure if you're a lawyer, I might as well have you in some sort of a trial at some point.
Well, yeah.
In some sort of trial situation.
And hey, you get to like write your opening arguments and
Exactly.
and cross-examine your witnesses and direct examine your own.
Objection!
I figured we could do an entire session for that, which is why I didn't want the trial to happen during your origin story, because I wanted to see if the other PCs could get involved, so they're not just sitting there watching you.
Everyone started playing Ace Attorney. Watch
Play
some
Ace Attorney.
Actually, you know what we need to do? We need to go and binge watch all of Legal Legal's YouTube content and maybe hire him. That'll be what we do.
Yeah.
So if my client is dead,
How
and
does
he
that
witnessed
work?
his own murder.
How does the Constitution work if a person is dead but not?
Man. We could get a lot of inspiration for the Outer Worlds also, because that has a lot of shit that deals with like the dead people, where they're dead but they still have to pay their dues.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know, I got that hard.
I really enjoyed the interaction between Pasha and Astra a lot.
Oh.
Or Asra. With two S's.
I was wondering how you were gonna play Azra. I was so intrigued. I love her. I love her so much.
I just
Yeah, I was...
Good.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was thinking like when she was speaking to her, I imagine her brain just going processing. Ignore punching her in the face, processing what she was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I wanted to say at the time, like, because Brody screamed, that's what Pasha's thinking right now.
I see. When I was, I think when I was trying to roleplay Astra, I was sort of channeling Vivienne, kind of, from Inquisition.
Yeah, I can see
A
that.
little bit, like in terms of like confidence and arrogance, and you know, I am far more efficient than you ever would be. So let's just cut to the chase and get on with it then. You know, kind of
Yep.
thing. So
It'd be great to have more verbal sparring between Pasha and Astra.
That'll be interesting.
I hope there is more of it in the future.
who knows? We'll see.
And I like the flaw that she presented herself when she was with the what was it? The lead-
Darakun.
Yeah, Anchored. Yeah, that was just going like, I have to be honest, and she just has to tell the good things about her, even though she hates her as much as anything else.
That was really good for like character revealing moment where Pasha's just like, I hate that I have to do this, but it's the Kyun.
You're right. Coon.
I'm gonna be honest. I did not expect Boswick to be there with Amaran.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's-
surprising.
I just started returning NPC quote unquote from like the previous gameplay just to show up and just like that was surprising for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. I can't really comment on anything about that, unfortunately.
I kind
Commenting right now, you can just continue your comments.
Yeah. Well, I had like the idea that he was going to show up because when we got that little screenshot of Hart's editing, I saw Tyrion and Boswick and Kimberly all in the same like picture. I was like, oh, it's going to get so intertwined.
Yep.
Yeah.
Watch the reunion session. If you haven't already, watch the reunion session.
I would if it was out yet, Hart.
It'll be out soon. Actually, by the time you see this, it's already out.
Hey.
Yeah. By other people who've seen this, it's already out. So
Yeah,
So
go on.
let us know how it went.
Yeah, please comment in this video telling us how the reunion session was.
Because we don't know.
But I didn't expect Narco to appear in. I did not expect Narco to appear in that like caravan like circus. That was like, especially as a merchant, that was unexpected. But done pretty well.
Yeah, I thought that putting her with the circus was the easiest thing to do. It's just having her separate because I needed to get you to. I needed to get you Antiva, and I'm like, why don't I just instead of making your character a part of the pirates, I'll just have him be part of a circus. Like,
I mean, we changed the pirates part like back in like even before,
Right.
Like once I got him, like we just went. I think it's best we just change the Wandering Doctor and see how this goes.
yeah, I thought a wandering circus might be a different breath of fresh air.
And it's actually been pretty nice. So yeah.
I hope we get to see the Brother Brothers perform.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't. Actually, you haven't met the entire crew.
Yeah.
So crew of the circus. So hopefully you'll look forward to meeting the rest of the members in the next session.
I say I'm curious to exactly how long Ertham's disguise will last.
Oh yeah. Ooh, especially with Darkspawn being, Darkspawn in this world.
Yeah. Because I got my cloak, I got full coverage, and I got like bandages and stuff wrapped around my face. But at the same time, I still need to see, and you can see the red eyes.
You also have like the little tentacle horn thing.
Yeah, I mean they can be depressed, but not that much. So
Oh, they're sad.
You just have to lie 24/7, telling everyone that Dartham's just a burn victim.
No, burn victim. There we go.
Oh, what? He doesn't look good. You want to look good either.
You can trust the lawyer. He doesn't lie.
Never.
Only to his own children.
Oh, no.
I feel so bad.
But the lawyer loophole is they're technically not his children.
True. Yes.
Oh, speaking with which, happy Father's Day. Haha.
Happy Father's Day, Hart.
Oh,
Thank
I
you.
lied, my boy on Father's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh. Hey Leon, by any chance, if you can find a leaf for next session, if we ever meet that we can just show each other.
Leaf? Leaf.
At least find a leaf for if you can find one. Let's just joke around with it.
Yeah, and then if we see someone we don't like, we can just be like, "Leave me alone."
You look over and you see this like robed, hooded figure who's just like,
Oh, that's what it is. Oh, oh.
I think my favorite part was when Leon thought that he made the airships float in the air.
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That was the best.
Like comedy highlight of the session. That.
Oh no! But I did the blood magic. I did the thing. And
I like that Pyrus was just like, no, you succeeded in not passing out. There you go. Good job, buddy.
The wind did everything else.
like to think that he's like looking back at the book and looking back at the airplanes, like his blood flakes lightly sloshing around. Like, I did it.
Yeah, Pyrus was for me was a combination of the Book of Shadows from Charmed as well as that book from Hocus Pocus, sort of. Like, I sort of had that inspiration a little bit.
See.
Kind of. I was just gonna say he kind of reminded me of that book from that one old Care Bears film.
Oh, I vaguely remember. Vaguely.
Wait, what?
Was he a bad guy or a good guy?
A bad guy, basically.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, why do I remember so much about an old Care Bears film? She's basically like, no, I even remember the kid's name, Nicholas. Jeez.
Oh my.
Oh no!
But
Are
basically,
you having a crisis right now, Calista?
I should not remember this. I'm too old for this. Jesus. But
That's where all your brain power went.
he wants to do magic. He's an abused child in a circus, and she's like, "That's right, Nicholas. Use your magic for evil." And the Care Bears are like, "Nope," and that's it. That's the entire story.
Oh, okay.
Aww.
They just say no, and the book just explodes into flames, and then Nicholas just forgets everything that happened in the past 24 hours.
So what you're saying is, I should not use this book for evil, right?
No, that's the opposite of what we're saying. You should totally
okay.
kill innocent children with it.
Yay!
You tend to become a sacrificial cult leader that worships Pyrus and his full name.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'd recommend grabbing like a bunch of slaves together into Ventura and doing a big ritual under like a manor. I'm sure nothing can go wrong.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, and then the rebel faction can be led by a telepathic rabbit or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my-
Sounds like a good mythos.
I mean, does everyone know that one clip from the bunny, like that evil bunny that managed to kill Crusaders in one shot by biting their neck off? It was like some Monty Python tribe.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Where they go into the pit and it's just a rabbit.
Funny story about that movie. I was younger when I saw it, and I literally had nightmares about the killer bunny.
Oh no!
Does that mean we too will get a holy hand grenade to dispose of Mr. Bun?
Oh no!
I want to see some Mr. Bun fan art.
Oh,
I want to
yeah.
see what
Now your
this
password.
creature looks like.
Now your password.
Everybody make Mr. Bun fan art now.
Empire to the face. That should be a thing also.
Okay, well, I guess that I should ask that then. If Mr. Bun and Pyrus were gonna have a showdown, which team would you be on? Team Pyrus or Team Mr. Bun?
Oh man.
Oh.
At this point, Leon is full Mr. Bun team, but
Okay.
it's still formative years with Pyrus. We'll see. We'll see.
I think Daretham would trust the ancient knowledge of Pyrus and have some sort of kinship with that old soul. So he'd probably go with Pyrus.
Hey, brother. How's life been in that book, eh?
I'm sure he's not the team because clearly there is some demonic shit going on here, and he wants to get as far away as possible.
All right, so you're Team Mr. Bun. Team Bun.
I think I had to break this tie. I have to probably go for the Mr. Bun. Unfortunately, as Tyrion, it's a bunny. Come on. Would you trust the man? Would you trust the book which speaks about blood magic, especially when the doctor is all about spilling blood?
Hey, that herring pie though.
That herring pie.
It is the starter pie for blood mage novices. They have to eat that first before they can even use any blood magic.
Yes. Full of iron, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines. Iron helps the blood. How about you, Tommy? Are you on Team Bun or Team Pyrus?
For no real particular reason I can discern whatsoever, Pyrus.
Okay.
He's so sassy.
It's Tommy. It's Russo.
So I think that's 3-2. It looks like we got some murdering to do here.
Oh,
okay.
no.
Oh.
Hey, I mean,
Grab
it's
your-
been
grab
going through session 1. Keep it rolling.
Anything else before we close?
I'm a little curious as to Maximilian's son being in like
Yeah,
a field
Nathan.
role,
Doing what? I'm sorry.
being like in that much of a field role as far as like delivering messages and doing other stuff. Because
I have a sneaking suspicion that it's maybe like Dad doesn't know I'm here. I kind of ran off because I want to get out. I have a suspicion of the case.
I mean, other people would recognize him and could use him as leverage if he got lost or whatever.
Or what he could be doing is Dad's like, well, my boy, when I was your age, I was off saving the world, so you have to.
The Sunworth tradition.
The summon tradition must be to save people's lives, no matter what, and to possibly, if you find one, kill blood mages.
And have romance with Kunari. Duh.
Yes, son. Go handle the warmongering Kunari, who are now equipped with full-on airships.
Well, yeah.
So now we have two nations who have the potential to have airships with cannons. That's not terrifying in any way.
Yeah. I actually joked the idea that the other reason why Maximilian made that deal is also to get a Gatlock pistol on his shield, like just equipped with the shield, so you could just and you block him, just pulls, turns the shield as a gun and shoots someone with it.
The final form of Honor's Call, Righteous Call.
But still, you can have some deadly tactics adding like gunpowder to this. You could have like say a shield wall where you just have a bunch of guys there just defending, stabbing like a Roman. I forget the name of it. And then on a whistle, they open up, and then you just have a row of riflemen that just go firing in a volley fire.
That actually is a really interesting dynamic because not every nation has that powder, so it might force other countries to be like more loosey goosey with like mages and like other magical stuff to still be on an even playing field.
Yeah. Why are mages going to war? They're helpful.
They are. It's just they have to be controlled.
Ooh. I just wanted to. I apologize for talking much, but I have to say to Leon, Sam, like how do you feel that Leon's finally experienced not having freedom?
Well,
Do you feel now?
why does this feel so familiar?
I think it's funny that we have 4 characters who have all had some form of servitude, whether willingly or unwillingly, as a major form of their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.